Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss J.J. Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. It was safe, no issues. Just spread as much love as possible. As I was telling y'all the other day, my family, we celebrate gift giving the day before Christmas. And we take Christmas and celebrate that in love for Jesus Christ. However, we have other holidays called Kwanzaa that a lot of us Americans, the Americans celebrate. As a political party, meaning mayor, governor, Congress, president, they cannot, how can I say it? I want to say it so people can understand it. They cannot tell one side that they're supporting them, but not the other side. Okay? The reason being is because the political party is there to protect everyone as a whole, which is unity. Now, I noticed Governor Roy Cooper, yesterday he posted Happy Kwanzaa, and that's his duty as a governor of the state to give people that respect on the holiday that they celebrate. Because he cannot judge those that celebrate something different. Granted, Christmas is an American holiday. The reason why they made it an American holiday, it was even canceled a long time ago. Y'all got to do your history. Y'all know I'm big on history. But there's more Christians that believe in Christ than anything else. Okay? Christians are the only religion they don't look at as a cult. Okay? So, most of us are open to the world. And we deal with all type of people. The reason being is because our jobs as Christians is to bring more and more people to Christ. However, in other religions, some of them, they stay together. So Americans, which was wrong, start categorizing them as cults. So with that being said, we've learned, especially during the COVID time, and even before then, some of us had already knew this, like myself. However, throughout this COVID, it didn't matter if you was Christian, Jehovah's Witness, Muslim, Jewish. Everybody was susceptible to getting COVID. Okay? So that's where we learned that it doesn't matter what religion you're a part of. We're all one, just like God. Because at that point, when COVID came about, we became one. Because we all had to follow the same rules in order to stay alive. Now, there's a company that, wrote on my governance page, and I was very disappointed in this company. It's called Reformation CLT. And yes, I'm calling you out. This is what I do. Once again, my name is Jacqueline Richardson. You look me up. Private Friend Incorporated is the name of my company. I felt like y'all was very disrespectful, especially as Christians. That's why I'm calling you out, because y'all Christians and so am I. And if I see my people being very disrespectful to others, I have no other choice but to call them out. You don't tell our governor what he needs to do because you believe that he's a Christian. Okay, and he could be. But it's his duty to respect all, not just the Christians or the people that celebrate Christmas. So shame on you for that this morning, okay? How are you building a business and you trying to lead towards disrespecting others? I'm going to tell you a story real quick, and I'm not going to stay on here too long today due to some appointments that I have to, attend. So I'm going to keep it short, but I got to tell y'all this story that I went through the day before Christmas. It was a young lady that was going through some issues, domestic violence, but she was going through mental domestic violence, somewhat like how I was going through it. And I was with another colleague, meaning someone else that owns a nonprofit, and we work together. Because this is what we do. We're unity. We are one. We work together. So, long story short, God had placed me in that area during the time of this issue. And it was funny that I was there. I kept saying to myself, well, why is this happening? But as time and you analyze things, you finally figure it out. Long story short, I needed to speak to her because we was going to help her and bring her to Charlotte because she's not in Charlotte. However, of course, if someone is going through something, no matter what religion they are, no matter who they are, they don't even have to believe in God, and we're going to still help them because that's the job that we took on. Not to judge who they are or who they may be. Well, I went into to talk to her over the phone, and I kept saying to myself, I already knew what to say. It was all natural because I've been through the same situation. Alexa, dismiss.
Good morning. Here's your wake-up routine. The time is 7 a.m. Right now in Charlotte, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 52 degrees.
Thank you, Alexa. Well, I meant to say, I said it wrong. Alexa, thank you. She didn't hear me. Great. Her mouth closed for a little while. Getting back to what I was saying, when I started praying for her, I went in blind, okay, not knowing what religion she was. Sometimes we going through issues, we be all erratic, so sometimes you just need to be talked to in order to get your thoughts together, or somebody to listen real quick so you can analyze what's going on in your life to make the decision that's right for you and your family. So pretty much that's what I did, but I went in blinded. When I say I went in blinded, I didn't know what religion she was. I just went in and started praying for her. Okay. Granted, I pray as a Christian. Granted, she accepted it because I asked her, I said, do you believe in God? That was my first question. And she said yes. I didn't ask her what God she believed in because there's only one God. Okay? So I started to pray for her and she accepted that prayer. She could have been a Muslim. She could have been a Jehovah's Witness. I believe in the Holy Trinity. It didn't matter. I still prayed for her. because that's my job. That's the job that I took on. It doesn't matter what religion they celebrate, or not celebrate. They praise. It has to do with the love of God. So as a nonprofit that teaches, it's my duty, Reformation CLT, to give you the correct knowledge on how things are done before you destroy yourself. People don't like to deal with companies that categorize people or judge. This is something we're trying to get away from. So I say that to say, no matter how much you have, how much support you want, people can't support you if they don't see unity, even though you speak unity. But you're not unity. And you need to work on that. There's things that when I started my nonprofit, I needed to work on. Not everybody's perfect, just like in the Bible. But we have to get away from judging and trying to get other people to follow based on your beliefs. We have to learn what unity really is. We cannot continue to judge one another. It's a sin in all religions. Because there's only one God, and he stated the same thing to everyone. But everyone had their way of doing things. You know how the religions was formulated? Because some people believed, and it's crazy because when you read the Bible, all of those things come into play from different religions. This is why I went out and studied a lot of different religions. Because all of that stuff came into play. There's things from each and every religion that makes up one big, say, religion. Because everything that's in each and every religion is the way we're supposed to live. However, people choose to do what they want to do. But they are not true Christians or true to God. And this is what we're trying to learn and get closer to. The name of the game is getting closer to God. And stop the nonsense. No, that person is this religion. I don't want to deal with them. This person is that religion. No. This is why a lot of the kids and the generations today are going away from religion. When we're trying to pull them closer to religion. I saw a YouTube video where this lady was like, I'm so tired of religion. I don't want to be with no religion. I don't even want to believe in God. It's too much work. And I was saying to myself, it hurt me to my heart because I said, what does she mean it's too much work? To me, it's easy. I like it. I get stressed out, I pray. I'm happy, I pray. I don't understand something, I pray. I read the Bible, try to understand it, pray. Easy to me. But then for some people, it could be a lot of work. So I had to understand where she was coming from. Our duty as Christians is to teach those that feel like that it's not as hard as they think it is. So they can come closer to religion. We need religion. We need God. So we can get understanding of what's going on in the world. We need God to teach us how we need to live so we can be happy. When I turned my life over to God, I became a happy camper. And I mean, I was always a believer in God, but when I say I really turned my life over to him, meaning faith-wise, because, we can say we believe in God, we can say we're faithful, we can say, all these things, but until your soul says it, it's not real. So you have to keep working and keep working and keep working until your soul says, I believe no matter what happens, God is going to help me through this, and I have faith. And through faith, I know God will fix this. God will start showing you. And I'll talk about that tomorrow, some stories that I was just like, that it recently happened to me. God is always amazing me, y'all. That's why I have no other choice but to believe in God, because he amazes me every single day of the things that he does. And he does it to the people that's closest to him, because we understand that it doesn't scare us anymore. Where a new Christian that's not like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, it may scare them a little bit. But when you're a full reborn Christian, you know why things are being done the way it's being done. And you accept it. Because you know God had his hands in it. So, with that being said, it's hard for us to judge others that may not be that close to Christ, because we're trying to bring them closer to Christ. Our testimonies is what bring people closer to Christ. The stories in the Bible are nothing but testimonies. What these people went through. And what we're not to do so we don't go through the same thing. So we're going to come about on our own testimonies so we can tell the story. I think I wrote it on Facebook. Keyword, test. That's the key word. God puts us through tests to see how big your faith really is. He already knows, but he's testing you. He wants you to see. So, yeah, we got to get away from the judging other religions. I get along with all religions. Because I don't care what religion you are. I'm just happy you believe in God. Because then that means you have some type of faith in something stronger other than yourself. We have to become one. And I keep telling people, this COVID would not go away until people recognize that we are one. Because we all, it doesn't matter, boy, girl, animal, the religion, it don't matter where you work, it don't matter what color you are. We're all going through the same thing together. And that's what God needs us to know. That he is one. It doesn't matter. And you're not going to continue to disrespect God on that. And he's letting us know this right now. He's showing us. Y'all going to all go through this together. Because I said so. And until I say so, it will not go away. Because y'all need to respect that it's only one of me. And I call the shots. I am the Alpha, the Omega. Meaning unity. Together as unity. We must come together. We must stop judging. We must love. That's the key. Because that's what God is about. Love. Jesus Christ is about love. When people mistreat you, you love them. And this is for the people that love hard. People mistreat you and you love them. And they put your back up against the wall. And you're like, I'm tired of this pain. I'm tired of going through this. How you think God feel? He feel like his back is up against the wall because y'all have no more respect for him. After all the love that he gives us on a daily basis. Every day we wake up, well, not every day, but, every year we wake up, we got a new strain of COVID. Why is it not going away? Because it's an act of God. Because we must all go through it together. In the book of Revelations, they all went through it together. That plague that they talk about in the book of Revelations, we all went through it together. God needs to know who truly believes in him. And even though we have to still do jobs, we have to treat everybody as one. So shame on you, Formation CLC, for trying to get our governor to not respect the people that believe in Kwanzaa. That is his duty as a leader of ours. To respect everybody. Because we all are children of God. Somewhere, somehow. And tomorrow I would give y'all some testimonies that I've been through recently. God has always given me some testimonies to talk about. He said, you want something to talk about? Well, you talk about me. Because they need to understand that this is not a game. I'm not playing with them. So you're going to talk about me because I'm going to give you some testimonies to tell them. And that's what I'm going to be telling y'all tomorrow. I don't have no appointments tomorrow, so I can spend a little bit more time with you guys. Telling y'all, the things that I've been through within the last 2 weeks of my life. And if it wasn't for God, I might not even be here to talk to you guys. So, of course, I got to talk about it. Because I want y'all to understand how faithful my God is to me. And that's why I be faithful to him. And I'm going to end this, end it with a prayer. And then I hope y'all all be safe out there. And Charlotte, y'all got to slow down. Y'all must slow down. Y'all is on a speed race, so I don't know what's going on out there. But y'all got to slow down when y'all driving. And I'm going to talk about that again. But I'm going to end this in prayer. Jehovah God, I come to you and I just ask you to give everyone the understanding of what you are doing, Jehovah God. I come to you and humbly and ask you to put it in these people's hearts to understand that we must come together. Help them. Help us. Teach them, Jehovah God, to bring them closer to you. All they need is knowledge, Jehovah God, and I just ask you to have patience with them. I'm asking you just like Jesus Christ did. Because they don't know, they don't understand. We need the knowledge to show them what we do and why we do what we do. I don't know how to do it, Jehovah God, and I'm telling you, I'm throwing my hands up to you, and I see it every day. People are still living the same way that they've been living. They don't, it's not that they don't want the understanding, Jehovah God. I mean, that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like they just don't understand. And we got to figure out another way, Jehovah God, to give the knowledge to these people. Jehovah God, I come to you humbly, and I ask you in your Son, Jesus Christ's name, just cover us all in the blood of Jesus. And continue to give us strength to get through everything that we're going through here on earth, Jehovah God. And I will continue to have faith in you and have faith that you will cover us throughout this test. Jehovah God, I just ask you in your Son Jesus Christ's name, amen. We're going through one big test. One big test. And we have to have faith. We have to come together. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Ms. JJ Diamond, Deja, Jackie, whatever y'all call me. Y'all be safe out there. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.